Hello. Oh, it is a day. It is the day. It is December 3rd, 10:35 a.m. East Coast time. Welcome to the Last Show podcast. My name is Kortney Shane Williams. I'm the host of the Last Show podcast. I'm a stand-up comedian based out of Tampa, Florida. This is how it gets down. The microphone's a little... Somebody been messing with my microphone, man. Things so loud. I'm scaring the people out here in these streets. I'm out here, hitting y'all with that James Brown, man. I'm supposed to be silky like Barry White. I'm yelling at people. Who's that? Somebody's scared women don't like them. Who's that? Eddie Murphy said that. I forgot who that was. Anyways, Last Show podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Comedy, sports, pop culture podcast. Kortney Shane Williams. I'm a comedian based out of Tampa. This is how it gets down, man. Check out my Instagram, Twitter at Kortney Shane at Kortney Shane. Big day for me. Let's get right to it. My fourth album is released today. Elevator Style. Elevator Style. Out now. All streaming platforms. Whether you got Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, Apple Music, Pandora, Tidal. Hey, Tidal's free. Y'all done broke Jay-Z down, dog. Remember Tidal when it came out? Y'all broke that man down. He sold part of Tidal. Now it's free. It's free. Like water at the airport. Out of the fountain, of course. Water out of the bottle. That's Apple Music, That water out of the spigot. Tidal. But the album is available everywhere. Thank you guys so much for being listeners. I got a podcast. But this is the Last Show podcast, and I'm not sure how long y'all listen. So I actually wanted to play a clip from the album, and hope you guys enjoy the clip. I'm going to be back and we'll finish it, and it's the last show. This may be it. But I wanted to have a baby. I remember the night she went into labor, I'll never forget. She looked at me, she was like, "Hey, Kortney, I'm having a lot of pain." I was like, "Oh, good. Good, I'm glad you're in pain." They said that we were gonna have some pain. Don't worry about it, I know what to do. So I downloaded an app on my phone to time out the pain that she was in. Then I had a stopwatch. I put on my stopwatch and I started double checking that she wasn't lying about the pain from the phone, okay? Because if you get to the hospital and the pain's not good enough, they send you home. It makes me look bad, right? So, I need to make sure she's suffering sufficiently, okay? So I'm making sure she's in pain. The pain was good enough. I was like, okay, good. Let's go to the hospital. So we get to the hospital, walk in, Miss Wood. Yeah, I'm here. Where's your wife? Oh, she's parking the car, man. She's been late for everything. I know what to do. Let me get 2 wristbands. Let's get the wristbands. You gotta have a wristband. If you want to have a baby, just FYI. The wristband is what identifies you to the baby. Okay? If you don't have a wristband, you don't get to take the baby home, which is convenient if you don't want the baby. But I had worked for 9 months. I wasn't about to walk away from this baby, right? Let me get 2 wristbands, boss. A good wristband. Wife came in. I snapped her up. I'm snapping. It's time to go. They put her in the bed. They hook put all these monitors on her stomach. They hook her to a machine. This is a pain machine. This machine lets me know how much pain she's in. The machine is so good, I know when pain's coming before she knows pain's coming. That's how great the machine is. I'm looking, whoa, there's a lot of pain coming. What, huh? Wow, that's right, stay woke. I'm running this pain machine. Locked in. The pain got so intense. At one point, she got out of the bed and started walking around the room in pain. And at that point, I got in the bed. You know what I mean? Somebody should be comfortable, It's a $5,000 bed, you know what I mean? I'm paying for this bed. I knew what to do. I've been to all the classes. I was like, hey, relax. I know what to do. I was chanting out commands. Hey, baby, you're strong. Yeah, you're the strongest. You're the strongest woman. You are the Black Panther. That's right. You can do it. I yelled that in the hospital room, which is awkward because she's white. But a script is a script. All right, man. So that was a clip off my album, Elevator Style. What's the name of that track? I think I want to have a baby. So one of my tracks I really like. There's crazy. So in this album, basically, it's like kind of set up into chunks. I've talked about it before a little bit on the podcast, but basically what happened is there are like two big chunks that I had that I wanted to do, and then the very beginning of the album is basically background pandemic type stuff and things of that nature. But those middle chunks are really like the ones that really develop, and then the closing, which I'm not going to give it away, but you know what I mean? It's a little carrot for Seattle. Appreciate it. And that's the way it was formed. So that chunk, that clip is from a bigger chunk about my wife having a baby, which is like 15 minutes long. So strap it on, dude. It's a long one. But thank you guys so much. All right. Podcast stuff. I haven't talked to y'all since Ohio State lost. That's fake news right there. I mean, Ohio State lost to Michigan. I mean, you guys are still losers, by the way. If you're listening to this podcast and you live in Michigan, you're still losers. I mean, dude, you won once in the last 10 years. Y'all are like the New York Knicks. You threw a championship celebration. You're probably going to lose to Iowa on Saturday. Fire your coach on Sunday, man. Losers. I will say, man, losing Michigan does suck. I mean, it took me like a day to get over it. I didn't watch sports for an entire day. My life was so much better not listening to sports radio or sports commentary. Oh, man, I forgot the game even got played for a minute. It didn't even matter to me, man. And then all of a sudden, on Wednesday, I tuned in. I was like, we talking about this. It's wild, man. But yeah, Michigan, you're still losers. That's it. I mean, every garbage can gets a steak. You beat Ohio State 3 times in 20 years. I mean, I guess you're doing pretty good, That's, what I mean? That's a one album every 10-year average, man. Y'all, it's cute. It's cute. But you guys are my son. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, your son will beat you in the driveway playing basketball, shoot some overhead shot, not looking at the basket. It bounces twice off the pavement, hits a rock and goes in. Congratulations on being lucky. And congratulations on the next decade of irrelevancy. You're irrelevant. Speaking of irrelevant, the Los Angeles Lakers, what happened there? The Lakers, man, they're bad. That's all I got. It ain't even fun talking about the Lakers. I really want to talk about this fake vaccine card Antonio Brown had. This is the reason we're all here. The album was just a backdrop for me to talk about Antonio Brown. Now, I told y'all about messing with Florida. I tried to tell y'all, dog. I tell you, Antonio Brown, he's from Florida. And of all places and of all teams he could have played for, what is it? He plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They play 2 miles from my house. You understand? That is how close the fake vaccine card is to me. I act like people in my house ain't got a fake. My wife probably got a fake vaccine card. I don't trust nobody, okay? The man had a fake vaccine card and then got the vaccine. Because how Florida could that be? You got to fake it till you make it. Stealing cars while owning a car. I mean, that's just the way it gets down, dude. And the crazy thing about Antonio Brown is this dude is terrible at paying you his money. Every time Antonio Brown gets jammed up, should we do jammed up? Somebody else got jammed up. Oh, yeah, well, Cuomo got jammed. Oh, man, an oldie but goodie. Oh, don't get jammed up. Let's go.
Doctors, those that'll tell don't know, and those that know won't tell.
All right, man, don't get jammed up. If sometimes the names get changed during this segment to, protect the innocent and to protect me for that matter. There's certain names on this podcast that don't get mentioned. Harvin Marison, that's one of the names that don't get mentioned. Matter of fact, Harvin Marison is a great guy. I don't know anything else about him. Andez Hernandez, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? We ain't trying to get jammed up that way, all right? You ready? Don't get jammed up, dude. Antonio Brown, man, he has a problem paying his debts. The only reason this dude's in trouble is because he has a problem paying his debts. The only reason he got cut by John Gruden of all people, that was back when y'all thought John Gruden was a good guy. I didn't have any feeling about John Gruden personally. All I knew is Keyshawn Johnson hated his guts. So I always, in the back of my mind, I always knew, hey, if something ever happens to John Gruden, hey, somebody need to get a webcam on Keyshawn Johnson. Hey, John Gruden got Keyshawned. They sent him home. That dude trying to sue. Anyways, the reason, if you go back, that Antonio Brown got kicked out of the Las Vegas Raiders is because he didn't pay his debt to somebody. So when he didn't pay his debt to those personal trainers, the trainer's like, yo, man, this dude massage therapy, he ain't paying his debts. So they went public. And Antonio Brown out here went to court, missing games because he didn't pay his debt. The reason he got caught with a fake vaccine card is because he didn't pay the debt to his private chef. His private chef didn't pay his debt. Now you about to get cut, man. 3-game suspension on a fake vaccine when you got the vaccine. Like, my man, dog, you're standing Tom Brady's. You could have got Giselle sick, man. There are bigger things in life than you, Antonio Brown. Don't get jammed up. Chris Cuomo, you got jammed up now. The game was to be sold and not told. I tried to tell Cuomo what was going on. Hey, Cuomo took the week off when his brother, was Andrew, Chris, I can't keep y'all straight, man. Both of y'all criminals. Hey, man, look, I knew Chris had it in him when that dude called him Fredo, and he shook him down right there in the middle of New York City. You know, the goal to walk up on somebody in New York City while they're holding the camera, that takes a special kind of criminal right there. I mean, anytime I see a camera, I am on my best behavior. Especially if I'm rich. With my family, you got no clue what's going on, boy. Chris Cuomo, he showed him them hands, dog. The great Richard Pryor said, if somebody has a knife and all you can do is pull out a hand with some skin on it, you need to run. Nah. Chris Cuomo said, hey, you don't have to get ready when you stay ready. Bye-bye. Hit him with a 2-piece. So Chris Cuomo been fast and loose. When his brother got jammed up on them charges, Chris Cuomo took a day off work. And you thought, oh, man, Chris is distraught. There's a conflict of interest. Now, Chris Cuomo took that day off because he was trying to get some backstory on the accusers. Chris Cuomo was trying to dig up dirt. Chris Cuomo was on his Hillary Clinton, dog. Let me see those emails. No. Let me see the names. I want to see the names. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna find these women and go to their house, dog. Pay them a visit. Chop off a horse's head and put them in their bed. Cartoon. Yeah, Chris Cuomo's like, I'll show you, Fredo. I got passed over. Not today. And Chris Cuomo gave it to him, man. Now you're unemployed. And I just want to say to CNN, I mean, I made my pleas on my Instagram, but I just want to say in a very formal location on this podcast, listen to about 15 people a week. I'm available. Netflix, I'm available. New album out, I'm available. I've officially finished working on this album. I am available. And I haven't harassed anybody. So I'm good. I am good. All right. Let's wrap up the show. Thank you for tuning into the Last Show podcast. Hey, man, big day for me. Straight up, man. Thank you for supporting my art. If you're listening to this right now, thank you for listening. Whatever platform you're on right now, all you got to do is type in Kortney Shane Williams in the search bar. My new album, Elevator Style, will come up. Click it, listen to it, and share it. Review the album, rate the album, especially on Apple Music. Please rate the album. 5 stars, man. Please. That will help me out so much. Have a great weekend. Take it easy. Peace.
I'm your older brother, Mike, and I was stepped over.
That's the way Pop wanted it.
It ain't the way I wanted it. I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Aha! What do you know from funny, you bastard?
Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
Yeah, I'm bitterly disappointed.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
God bless.